how they even welcome the people from the land of their ex-colonizers
this is the one thing that
in their country,
I've been so welcomed by
Remember
people
that the
from India,
countries
all of
which
you
were
guys.
never
It's just amazing.
colonized.
So am I brainwashed about India? I don't know. We're going to find out right now. Before we get into this video, I just want to say thank you for clicking on this video and thank you for your support. I really do appreciate you. I say that at the beginning of every video just because I really do want you guys to understand that I appreciate you, okay? So anyhow, this video, oh, I gotta introduce myself. I'm so sorry. My name is Ken. I love doing reaction videos, especially with you guys because you're awesome, okay? This is how it works. You suggest things to me, I react to them, we watch them together, and then we talk about them, okay? So this one was suggested by a lot of you people, and it is a video by Carolina Goswami. So anyway, this video is called Let's Check If You Are Brainwashed About India. And it basically says, you know, their description of this: international media continue to tag India with rapes, slums, caste systems, poor sanitation, pollution, dirt, poverty, etc. Yes, India is facing many problems and challenges and problems, but is the international media failing to present a broader perspective? Okay, so anyhow, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna watch this, okay, together, and then I will see and I'll kind of react to it as it's going to see what I originally thought and what, you know, the media portrays to me over here in the United States of America. I'm from California.
Hey, bud, let's party.
And in the USA. So let's see what my thoughts are and see how it differs with this, okay? So let's watch it.
Many of you have seen people of Indian origin in your country. How do you perceive them? And how do you perceive India? Many of you think of India as a country of poverty, slums, dirt, rapes, and caste system. And many of you got introduced to India through the famous movie Slumdog Millionaire.
Not me. One of my best friends growing up was from Mumbai, India, so that's not my first interaction with people from India.
It is not entirely your fault that you think this way, and there is no doubt that India does have its imperfections.
Every country does.
India is definitely not what we are shown in our countries. Like many of you, I was also a victim of the mainstream media in my country until I ended up living in India and started to keenly observe this country. And of course, to understand India and its mechanism, one really needs to have fine-tuned senses. Next time you see Indians in your country, remember that their country is being transformed into something like this. However, you are mostly shown only that. And of course, many of you were never told that for many years, India has been one of the fastest growing major economies of the world.
That is true.
Are you worried that Indians are stealing your jobs in your countries? No, you are not fully informed. Perhaps you do not know that Indians are also providing thousands of jobs in your country, and they are doing it in different parts of the world. There are more than 800 Indian companies in the UK, which employ around 110,000 people. In the USA, Indians-owned firms employ more than 600,000
That's awesome.
employees.
Look, I don't care if you come to the United States and take jobs. As long as you're coming here to work hard, I could care less.
The rape rate statistics, and probably it is because India is nowhere close to the Western countries.
It's not even close. Look at the United States.
Yes, I'm aware that while
I don't know what
talking
the
about
statistics
rape,
were, but
one must consider things like underreporting, marital rape, homosexual
That's
rape,
true.
false filing, law of rape, conviction rates, and many other factors. And that is why I sincerely recommend you to dig a bit deep into this and analyze where your own country stands before you become a victim of the mainstream or fake stream media. By the way, were you also told that the so-called developed countries do not only have a much higher rape rate, but also their citizens travel abroad to rape the citizens of poor countries?
yeah, that is true.
Europe, North
horrible.
America, Australia, New Zealand are some of the main sources of international child sex tourists who perform sex crimes in other countries.
Yeah, it's
Were
true.
you also told that many Western
People are
women
ridiculous, man.
travel abroad to enjoy female sex tourism? And it is difficult to believe that the boys who are hired by these rich women are in some cases not underage. India has always been a multicultural society, and yes, In one way or another, discrimination may exist in India too. But wait, which country is crime-free?
Discrimination happens in every
Is there
country.
no discrimination in your country? India is a country where its minorities are allowed to thrive and grow in numbers and also in percentage. India is a country where many dharmic traditions like Jainism, Sikhism, Buddhism and Hinduism were born. And the people of India have even accommodated the ideologies and religions that did not originate from their own land. When I first heard of Indian caste system in my country through our media, it was not even mentioned that in India, not only the minorities, but also the members from those societies which are also known as low caste, end up becoming presidents, vice presidents, prime ministers, and chief ministers. Has the media in your country told you about this when they talked about Indian caste system to you? Has the media in your country also mentioned that India has already had
I view that as a negative thing, definitely a negative thing, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know, you guys tell me, but the caste system to me,
that in many so-called developed
I've always
countries,
seen it as something
low-skilled
very negative,
immigrants from poor countries
but I could be wrong.
are purposely and temporarily brought to do
This is what this video
low-class
is
and
about.
dirty jobs. These poor people are kept in substandard conditions, and after the job is finished, they are sent back to their own countries. The developed countries make the most of their strong currencies, and their own citizens shy away from doing small jobs. Well, these developed countries are so smart that they perform oppression on the humans that they import, and then later, very cleverly they dispose them. Can we call it exploitation too?
I wonder what she's talking about there.
Indians are extremely self-critical and they are genuinely concerned about their problems. They do have the intentions to fix their problems, and they do not shy away from talking loud against their democratically chosen governments.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. You can speak
But
loud.
you must remember that when Indians talk loud about their problems, it does not mean that they want to replace India for anything else.
No, it means they're proud of their country and they want it
And
to
it
be
must be pointed out
good.
that Indian media has not really started ridiculing the Western countries yet, even though many Western countries love to present themselves as some kind of role models.
No,
These
not even
Western
close, dude.
countries continue to forget
The United States, we
that
have
they
so
can
many
also
problems here,
easily
just
be
like every other
ridiculed
country.
for their wealth inequality, crimes, intolerance, rapes, poverty,
We just hide
and
it
even
better,
hunger.
unfortunately.
Perhaps Indians are more interested in self-correction than ridiculing others.
I love that.
For sure.
Good.
Indians
Take care of
know
yourself
very
first,
well that
and then worry about
tragedy
others. I like
is
that.
not a competition. Indians are not only providing jobs around the world, they are even feeding many hungry and poor outside India by their philanthropic work through their temples and gurudwaras.
Dude, they even help
And very
inside
importantly,
India. Dude,
they
I
are
mean,
not
look at those
expecting
channels that I watch, you know,
anyone to
like
embrace
Grandpa Kitchen,
Buddhism,
Village,
Jainism,
Cooking
Sikhism,
Channel,
or
all that stuff.
Hinduism.
Take care of your
There
own,
is
man.
no doubt that India does need to improve its modern waste management infrastructure, as many of its streets continue to look dirty, even though an average Indian produces far lesser waste than an average American or European. Also,
True,
the
but
per
I
capita
think
emissions from India are so low
they
in
think
comparison
they need to
the
work on,
USA or
at least
China.
from what I've seen, they
And
just need to work on
Indians are
getting rid of all
nowhere
that waste
close
and
to
how
the
to get rid of
West
it
when
properly,
it comes
you
to
know, so it's
historical
not out in the
emissions.
streets and all that stuff.
For all these years, you were told about the poor sanitation of India, but you were never told that Indians were also the pioneers in ancient sanitation system long before the Western countries got civilized.
Oh yeah, that's
But
true.
of course, it shouldn't matter today. Even after 70 years of its independence, India is still not open defecation free. The government of India is running some massive scheme to build millions of toilets, and only time will tell if that is going to be enough or not. Not many people know that when it comes to defecation, some citizens in the Western countries have a strange addiction, or rather a disorder, and this is where a potential exchange can take place between India and the West. India can bring the latest sanitation system techniques from the West, And the West can benefit from the authentic yoga from India that can help those Western citizens who are suffering from such disorders or addictions.
I'm not sure what she's
But
meaning
of
by there.
course,
Disorders.
It can only happen if the Western societies are brave enough to address their embarrassing problems and not just sweep them under the rug. As
I'm
it
not
is
sure what she's
very
talking
well
about here.
known that such kind of disorders and
Disorders
addictions
about
have been reflecting in the Western
going
adult
to the
film
restroom?
industry as well. Not many people know that India has nuclear
Interesting.
weapons.
I'm not sure what she's
and it
talking
is
about there.
said that India has the fourth strongest military in the world. But India does not believe in muscle flexing like China or the USA, and neither it believes in expansionism.
Yeah,
And
you got
yes,
what you. I mean, you are
India
where
is
you are.
not
Why?
a world
Why
leader
expand?
in everything. It's not a world leader in earning money by selling weapons. It stands nowhere when it comes to earning money by selling crude oil. However, its space agency, ISRO, does earn money by sending satellites in space for a very cheap price, fulfilling the satellite dreams of poor countries, and also by helping the advanced countries which want to save money.
Interesting. Interesting.
India is not a leader in the porn industry, and neither it is a top destination for sex tourism. Mostly, Indians are just very simple and kind-hearted people, and only some of them know that their land was the richest in the world for thousands of years, and it was gradually
I've noticed
pushed into
they're showing a
poverty
lot of
as it was exploited,
North India
looted, and
cities in these
colonized
photos.
by its invaders and colonizers. And these unfortunate victims who have just tasted their independence after centuries of oppression and atrocities are finally rebuilding their country in an extremely democratic environment that may slow down things a bit for them, but at least their system attempts to involve everyone in the rebuilding of their nation.
It's a beautiful
The good
building
news
right there.
is that India's rise is unlikely to cause any country a demographic trouble, as India's dharmic institutions are not interested to convert you from your religions. Not just that, we are not really going to face any brown supremacy, even though Indians themselves come in all skin colors and features. It is also highly unlikely that Indians will hate you, even though many of you may have developed prejudices against them because of the mainstream media houses, which for some special reasons are overplaying and sensationalizing their problems.
Yeah, that's not fair. I mean,
Indians are gentle, accommodating, compassionate, hospitable,
you
and
get
yes,
your stereotypes
they do
of,
not have a fake
what a
smile.
country is or what people
Their
are.
smiles are still very real, and most importantly, they are forgiving. Look how they even welcome the people from the land of their
See,
ex-colonizers
this is the one thing that
in their country,
I've
even
noticed.
today. Before you comment
I've been
on
so
India,
welcomed by
remember
people
that the
from India,
countries
all
which
of you
were
guys.
never
It's just amazing.
colonized will not
You don't care that
easily
I'm from the
understand
United
what it
States, from
means to
California.
suffer
You just
from a post-colonial
you
identity
treat me like a brother,
crisis.
and I love
India
that. So that's
may
I
have
love
its
that. It's cool.
imperfections, and in this process of rebuilding, it will make its share of mistakes, and it will learn from them. Perhaps we also need to learn how to build a relation with Indians on equal terms, with mutual respect, without feeling superior or inferior, while focusing a bit more on ourselves to address our own embarrassing problems. See you again.
Interesting. All right, let me get into my thoughts here, guys. A couple things on this video. Okay, so look, no country is perfect. Okay, not the United States, not England, not India, not Sweden, not China, not Japan. I mean, no country is perfect. Okay, you're gonna have your rich, you're gonna have your poor, you're gonna have your slums, you're gonna have your issues with whatever it is, right? Crime maybe, or it might be sanitation. It might be, every country has its problems. So I wanted to know more about the caste system. Okay, so I've always in my mind, and maybe this is where I'm brainwashed, I always viewed the caste system as a negative thing, like it separates people. And anytime we're like separating people by class or by citizenship. In my mind, that's a negative thing, but maybe it's not. So you guys can leave comments below whether I'm not understanding the caste system just right. So anyway, please comment on that. And if I'm wrong, that's cool. I'm totally okay with being wrong, but this is why I wanted to watch this, so you guys can kind of hear my thoughts on some of these things, okay? So let me move on to my next thoughts. What's interesting to me is they focused a lot, at least in the pictures, and I think a lot of maybe her statistics, I don't know, but it seemed like she was talking a lot about North India. Am I getting that correct? Because it didn't seem like there was a lot of focus on anything in South India at all. I mean, everything there was just all Mumbai. I mean, these big cities, they're showing all this stuff. And I don't know if that's where she's getting all her statistics from, or if it's like the entire country itself. I don't know where those statistics are coming from. Statistics can be tricky, guys, because we don't know where she's getting all this stuff. You know, so just be careful with statistics when you're getting them. But anyhow, just interesting how it seemed like a lot of focus was there. I wonder if she actually spent any time, you know, in some of the, you know, the South Indian cities or anything like that. It'd be interesting to see. And then I don't know what she was talking about with the whole disorder thing and the toilets, and, you know, like people from the United States have like phobias about something or another. I don't know what she was talking about there. So I can't even talk on that because I don't know what she was talking about. People have phobias about going to the restroom or something. I don't know what she was talking about. So anyway, that was kind of weird to me that she was talking about that. I get that she was leading it in with the sanitation part and that they're trying to get more toilets over there and all that stuff, but she was talking about yoga and going to the bathroom, and so I don't know. Maybe I just misunderstood what she was trying to say, but that I thought was kind of odd. What I love most about India is the people, okay? The people are just so welcoming, and I don't know, there's like no prejudice there or something. I know that not all Indians are that way. I know that some probably look at me and be like, oh, you're American, you're just whatever. But for the most part, I just get nothing but love from you guys. I mean, it's just full on support, you know? I'm not the same religion as you. I'm not from the same country. I don't look like you. I'm from the United States. I mean, all these things that we have different, right? You know, and you guys still just accept me like I'm your family, like I'm your brother. I mean, dude, that's just, I mean, that's amazing to me. That just makes me feel like there's hope in this world, that we can turn this around, that we can make this world a better place together, you know? And that is just, that's so important, and it's just beautiful to me, you know? And I love that. I think that's what I love most about India is just the people, and it blows me away, you know, with the kindness that I get from you guys. So thank you so much. I hope you like my reaction to this video. I wasn't really quite sure what to expect, and you know, I clearly don't think that I'm necessarily brainwashed by the mainstream media. I think it helps that, you know, I do have friends that were, you know, growing up were from India, Mumbai. Like I said, my best friend was from Mumbai, and I think it helped that I had that in my life here in the United States, so I really never was like influenced by all that nonsense. However, some of it I can see, you know, some of it you're like, oh, there's a lot of, you know, poverty and slums and things like that. But the mainstream media does play that up, though. You have to admit. I mean, even look at like The Unbeatable, right? Sorry, that was my phone just going off. Anyway, so that was my brother, by the way. We did a reaction. If you want to see that, you guys should watch that. Types of Sneezes by Jord Indian. Good. I'm glad he texted me right now, so I could plug that in there. But anyhow, so like The Unbeatable, right? They're on, you know, America's Got Talent. What do they play up? They play up in the video that they're from the slums or from the streets, and they've got this hard living, and they almost make it like everybody in India is living this way and just in poverty, and they're just poor, right? But that's what they portray to us here in the United States. They really do. So she's not lying when they talk about that stuff. So it's really interesting. But anyway, good video. At least makes you think, right? Makes you think. So, and I think that's what the whole point of this video was, to kind of just get you thinking about, you know, the bigger things in life, and looking at yourself more than looking at others. You know, fix yourself before you fix others. Anyway, very good video. Hope you like my reaction. Now it's time in the video where I'm going to feature you guys, because we got to put you up on the screen with me, because you're part of this channel. I got to do it. So I'm going to go back to my reaction to Lucifer jungle fight scene reaction with Mohanlal, okay? And I'm going to pick 3 of you guys to be right up on the screen with me, so here we go. First comment comes from Naveen Navi, and it says, Tamil Malayalam movies are so realistic, plus the content, plus the story. And that's true. I've seen a couple of them, and everybody always says this. I mean, they're just so realistic, so raw. And like I talked about before in another video, that's one reason I really like South Indian films. They're just more realistic, more raw. So yeah, great comment. Thank you. Next comment comes from Vivek Vinu, and it says, thank you, Dad, for reacting to Mohanlal's scene. You are very welcome. Guys, I want to expand my horizons here and expand my knowledge of Indian film. So if you guys got more things out there that you want me to react to, please send them my way, okay? I want to see them. So let's get into other stuff. Let's get into Malayalam stuff. Let's get into, you know, Telugu films. Let's get, I mean, even Bollywood. I mean, you guys let me know. You know, you're kind of like steering the ship here at Dad's Den. So if you want me to react to other things, you know, send me those links, okay? So thank you for the comment. Next comment comes from The Big News, and it says, Dad, when you notice details others didn't, you are now officially one of the best movie reviewers. Thank you so much for that. And I think what he's talking about is in that clip there with Lucifer, there was a scene where the guy racks the gun, and it's a Glock gun. And then when he brings it up, it's actually a different kind of gun. It's like a Sig Sauer or a different kind of gun. And so I recognized that. I was watching the scene, and I'm like, wait a minute. I go, they switched the guns in there. So anyway, I think that's what he's talking about. But anyway, thank you so much for the comment and recognizing me paying attention to these things. Okay. So anyway, thanks for the comment. That's going to end this section where I feature you guys. I do that because I need you guys to understand how much I appreciate you. Okay. That's why I do that. When I call this like our channel, I really do mean this is like our channel. We're like a family here. So you guys got to be up on the screen with me. So that's why I do that. Anyway, thank you for that. And if you want to be in an upcoming video here at Dad's Den, make sure you comment right now, because who knows, maybe your comment will be featured next. We're now going to get to quote of the day, because in every single video, the quote of the day is something to inspire you, encourage you, make you smile, because I want you to walk away from my videos feeling good. So here's our quote of the day. One small positive thought in the morning can change your perspective on the entire day. That's why I like to find something in the morning, maybe like a quote of the day or like a Dad's Den video, right? You watch it at the beginning, you're going to go away feeling good, and then you're going to like have a great day. So anyway, yeah, you know what? That's a great idea. Why don't you just watch a Dad's Den video at the beginning of every day, and then you'll feel good and you'll just have a great day. All right, anyway, that's the quote of the day. I hope you liked it. I hope you liked this video, guys, and we will see you tomorrow. Bye.